Spike.
Surprise.
What are you doing here?
What's wrong, babe? Aren't you glad to see me?
Actually,
Honey, I miss you so much. I do, Jessie. You're my girl, remember?
yeah, Spike, about...
Honey, look, we would talk about that later, honey. After I get you back to my place where you belong. Oh,
Dad, I thought you'd be at home asleep in bed by now.
well, you know, I was in the area. Thought you might need a ride home. Unless you have plans with Fancy.
Nope. No plans with Fancy tonight or any other night for that matter.
You two have a fight again?
Yeah, it's more like a parting of ways. She did something that made me realize that we could never click as a couple.
Oh, that's serious.
She asked Alistair to give me a job at Crane Industries.
What?
Yeah. And then she couldn't understand why I was so upset.
Oh, did you tell her?
Well, I tried to, but, you know, to Fancy, when someone has a choice between being rich and being poor, she thinks that they should always be rich, you know, no matter what it costs them.
Mother? What are you doing here? Oh. Fancy, hi, honey. I was just at Pilar's, paying my respects to Luis, and being around so much grief, it was so draining. I just needed to clear my head before I went home. You on your way to see Noah? Please don't mention that Neanderthal's name to me. Why? What happened? Noah freaked out. That's what happened. Dare I ask why? We went to look at apartments, and the only ones we could afford are a total disaster. Anyway, I can't live like that, so I did something I thought would help, and Noah went ballistic. And what exactly did you do? I went to Grandfather to get him to give Noah a job at Crane.
Fancy, no!
What, you too?
Oh, Fancy.
What?
No, you are an unthinking fool. You know, a self-absorbed problem child that I helped create.
I hope you're not planning on sleeping later on, because I intend to keep us both up all night.
Dr. Russell said just one pill will end my hell tonight.
Drink up and pass out. Then I won't have to suffer your torment any longer.
You came back to me.
I love you, Sheridan. I love you so much.
I love you. I love you too.
Sheridan, my love.
You're here. You're really here.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Now.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. This is some strong stuff. Wow, I'm getting sleepy.
Oh, well, tell you what. I'll work on you to be wide awake. But first I want you to model that little gift I got you. I'll get my money's worth out of that lingerie before I rip it off your body.
You know, I kind of want to finish my drink first.
Oh, do? Good. There, it's finished. Now, get up and stretch your stuff. Go. Come on, come on, up. Go.
Why isn't the drug that I put in Alistair's drink working?
Teresa, I want you. I want you writhing underneath me in pleasure and moaning in ecstasy as I have my way with you. How's that, huh?
I remember what you liked from last time.
Oh, good girl. Now your reward is...
You know what? I'm actually parched. Would you care for some more brandy? He'll work. I can't stall him much longer.
No, I don't want anything to drink, Teresa. I want you, my lovely, lovely, lovely Teresa. I want you.
Out, Alistair, that hurts.
Well, be prepared, because our first time is going to be rough and tumble. So come on. That's it, darling. That's it. Come on.
Chris, I knew you weren't dead. I knew it was a horrible mistake. You're alive and you're home.
Oh my God, Louise. Our son is alive, Martin. He's alive.
It's incredible.
Unbelievable.
How could the FBI have made such a mistake?
You're not Louise. Who are you? Where's Louise? What have you done with him?
Baby, come here and give the Spike man a kiss, honey.
Hey, Spike, you shouldn't be here.
No, and neither should you.
Spike, you need to leave.
Not without you, I'm not. We are a team, remember?
Not anymore. I want to be here at home. I want to start over fresh. Go to college, not sleep with men who can't get it for free.
Honey, all that was just business, that's all.
No, it's disgusting. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to get high to do it.
I just thought that was like, half the fun.
Not for me. Not anymore. I want to be with people who care about me, who want what's best for me.
Honey, baby, listen to me. Listen to me. There's nobody that cares about you more than me. Right? What's best for you is sharing your life with me.
Okay. No, Spike. I want to be with my friends and family. They love me. They want what's best for me.
What? Keeping you under wraps, telling you what to do, what to think?
Things are better now. Daddy's been especially kind and understanding. He really cares about me. He's into helping me find myself again and go from there.
So you're just gonna leave me? Leave everything we had together?
I can't go back to turning tricks, Spike. I can't.
You sound like you've made up your mind here.
I have.
Nothing I can do to change it.
No, there isn't.
I guess there's no use in me hanging around. I'll just leave.
How could Fancy be so completely materialistic? The most important thing to her is money, getting what she wants. No matter how she gets it, as long as Fancy ends up having it.
And you're surprised about this? Come on, it's how she was raised, right? And you knew that before you got involved with her.
Yeah, but, I guess I thought she was different, or at least I hoped she was.
Look, in a lot of ways, I think she is. You have to realize that Fancy Crane comes from a completely different place than you. She's never had to make sacrifices. She's never had to worry about money. Whatever she's ever wanted in her life, she's gotten.
Yeah, well, almost.
Look at it from her perspective. Right? Our way of life is just as foreign to Fancy as her life is to you.
Wait, what are you saying?
Maybe it's best that you did find this out now. I mean, Fancy is who you say she is, and money matters most to her, and that without the Crane lifestyle, she wouldn't be happy. Maybe you're right. maybe you're with the wrong girl.
I'm a self-absorbed problem child? Gee, Mother, it's nice you think so highly of me.
Fancy, I love you. I do. But you are a spoiled princess who hasn't a clue about how the rest of the world lives. Most people in the world don't get half of what they want. You have gotten everything you have ever wanted and more. You have no idea how to work towards a goal or make sacrifices for something you want or someone.
Noah?
Noah isn't your usual eye candy.
I know that.
Noah is like Sam. He's a proud man with strong principles, and there is no way he would ever take a job from Alistair.
So what if Grandfather offered it? Who in their right mind turns down a chance to work for Crane Industries?
Noah, for one. And that you don't understand that is both remarkable and frightening.
Oh, please. I got Noah a job. You'd think I'd asked him to sell his soul to the devil.
In Noah's mind, you did, Fancy. Working for Alistair, it's one and the same thing.
But Noah needs money to get back on his feet.
Money doesn't mean the same thing to Noah and to Sam as it does to you. I mean, yes, they want money. Everybody wants money. But good men, like Noah and Sam, they're not going to lose their self-respect to get it. And the fact that you don't understand that makes me realize that you don't have enough respect for Noah or for yourself.
Who are you? Where's Luis? ¿Qué está pasando?
Honey, who is that?
Are you working for my father?
If you hurt my son, I swear. I'm sorry to disappoint you people, but Luis isn't here. I'm Agent Ramirez with the FBI. Agent Hall sent me.
I heard Luis's voice.
Yes, we all did.
It wasn't him. It was this videotape I came to give you.
A videotape?
I must have hit the play button on the way to the door. I apologize for any confusion.
So Luis isn't here.
No, ma'am. I brought you some of Detective Lopez Fitzgerald's personal items, one of which is this video camera. There's a tape inside Detective Lopez Fitzgerald was making for you.
Thank you.
These are some of his personal effects. Again, I apologize for any confusion or upset.
Well, thank you, Agent Ramirez, for bringing those things by.
I'm sorry, it's just a very emotional time for everyone.
I understand. Good night and Godspeed.
I thought Luis was here. I thought the FBI just made a mistake, and when I heard Luis's voice...
I know, honey, we all thought the same thing.
So he's gone. Luis is really gone. I'm so sorry.
You are my passion for life.
I really miss you, Jesse. Take care of yourself.
Hey, Spike, wait.
Wait for you to come back to me?
No, I meant you can't go out that way. My father and brother might be home. You need to sneak out the window like we did before.
Wow. Thanks for caring. But, you know, I think I'll take the stairs.
Oh, wait. What about Daddy?
Actually, I'm hoping your old man is home. I'm gonna clue him in on something.
What?
I know John was murdered. You heard about it, right?
That's big news.
Yeah. And you know what's real interesting? Is that I could swear the stiff was the John that I saw you go off with before.
You what?
Did I stutter? I saw the two of you go off together. And the next thing you know, he winds up dead. Stabbed to death. Just like the John you murdered during the tsunami. The one I helped you get rid of afterwards.
You know I didn't mean to kill him. It was an accident. Hey, why do you always have to remind me of that?
Oh, well, I'm just saying the two Johns are dead. Johns that you were with both stabbed to death. I just thought your old man may want to know that his little innocent girl carved up two men whose only real crime was that they were horny.
No, Spike. I mean, you can't tell Daddy that.
Why not? You afraid your dear old dad won't be so loving and kind then?
If Fancy really needs money to make her happy, then bottom line, I think you're with the wrong girl.
But, you know, Fancy, she's innocent in a way, you know, and she's smart, and she's funny, and she's always up for an adventure. Of course, with her, it's usually a misadventure. But, you know, I care about her, I do.
I know you do. I see it in your eyes, your smile. Look, I'm not criticizing Fancy, okay? She's not evil like Alistair. But you two are from completely different worlds.
So there's no way it would work, right?
Isn't that what you keep telling me?
Yeah, but I don't know, there's sometimes that I'm with Fancy and I want it to work, you know, so bad. And then other times I get just so frustrated with her, you know, I never want to see her again.
Fancy, I am sorry. I am sorry. I don't mean to be so hard on you. I am partly to blame for the way you see things, the way you view the world. I mean, I grew up believing that the most important thing was to be rich. Until I met Sam. And he changed all of that. I would have happily married Sam if Alistair and my father hadn't conspired to marry me off to Julian. And I admit, I enjoyed the perks of being Mrs. Julian Crane. But honey, I would have been far, far richer if I would have married Sam. Alistair is trying to dictate your future in a different, subtler way. Don't let him do it. If Noah takes that job with Alistair, you will be beholden to that old geezer until he dies. And believe me, that is not a position you want to be in.
But it's just a job. I could see Noah being upset if I had asked Grandfather to give him a handout, but I didn't. Noah would be working for the money.
Fancy, do you honestly think that Noah would have taken a job from the man who had him arrested on false charges after he sabotaged Sam?
That's a separate thing.
Not to Noah, it isn't. Noah is fiercely loyal to his father. And after all of the horrible, awful things that Alistair has done, there are a lot of decent people who would never, ever work with him. And Sam and Noah, they're on the top of that list. Besides everything else, Fancy, your timing is awful.
I don't see why.
Oh, of course you don't see why. And that just underscores how you don't understand anything. Fancy, the Lopez Fitzgeralds are grieving the loss of their second son killed by Alistair.
I know Grandfather has done some terrible things to people, but murder?
Fancy, open your eyes, please. Please see Alistair for the horrible monster that he is.
I want you to fight me off, and then you gotta beg me to stop, okay? You gotta beg me to stop, and then you say no, 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 and then finally you submit, okay?
Please, God, let the pill work soon.
Now, I want you to get with the program, or I'll tell you, I will hurt you.
Okay, you're strong and you're powerful, Alistair. Resisting you,
Oh,
it's useless.
that's it.
Yes, you're
Oh,
too
yeah,
much
no,
man for me.
Oh, that's great. It's great. Great. Now, beg me to stop. Beg me to stop.
Make love to me.
Yes, Teresa. You know that I want to. I'll give it to you good. I'll give it to you good. Yes, indeed.
I don't know if Sheridan's ready to see this. There's only one way to find out.
Sheridan, do you want to see this tape that Luis made for you?
Yes.
You're sure it's all right if we watch it with you?
Yes. Oh, Luis.
Hey, beautiful. I wanted to make a video diary of my search for Marty. Just wanted you to feel like you're part of the search, helping me look for our son. I haven't found Marty yet, but I have been making progress. I'm actually in Paris right now. I was able to trace Beth here, and just when I thought I caught her, she vanished with Marty. But I do have leads as to where she's gone. And as soon as I'm sure, I'm gonna follow her. It's actually very difficult for me being in this city right now, you know. Obviously, we have so many memories here, albeit most of the time we were running from the drug cartel that was out to get us, but we still managed to have a good time in the city that you love. Paris is still beautiful, but the thing that I love most about this city is missing. You. I actually feel dead inside without you here.
I do too, Luis. I do too.
Being off on my own has given me time to think, to look back at everything that happened between us. There's so much that I want to say to you, you know. I just wish that I could see you face to face, so I could talk to you and tell you everything I'm really feeling in my heart.
I feel as Luis probably intended for Sheridan to watch this in private, and I think we should respect that.
I really don't mind if you all watch this with me.
Okay, thank you, Sheridan. It's just painful to see my son like that. When I know how he is right now. I don't know, maybe in time I'll be able to, but not right now, please.
Okay. I'll make a copy for you to watch when you're ready.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. I think we should probably give Pilar's family some time alone.
I agree.
Sheridan, we can take you back to the BMP.
Help me, Mother. What do I do about Noah?
Help you keep from losing him?
I thought we had something special together.
Well, I think you can have something special. Maybe more, even. Just not on your terms.
You mean I have to be poor?
I think you have to learn to adjust your way of thinking about what you expect. Learn to compromise.
You mean settle?
Fancy, if you want to be with Noah, I think you really have to think about what's the most important thing to you. Love or money? Both. Honey, I'm really trying to help you, but you're not listening.
Oh, I'm listening to crazy talk. I don't adjust myself for men, Mother. Men adjust themselves for me. I've never had to compromise anything for some guy.
Oh, well, I didn't think Noah was just some guy. Is he?
Well, no.
Then you're gonna have to learn to be flexible, Fancy. Or learn to live without Noah.
So, then what do I do about Fancy? You know, I thought we had agreed to make it on our own, but once Fancy realized what being on her own meant, she went straight to Grampy to give me a high-paying job.
You know, some people would think that would be like winning the lottery. What's so funny?
Well, it's just that before Fancy went to Alistair, she she had this watch and she pawned it for big bucks. Only Fancy being Fancy, she didn't keep the cash. She went out and spent it all on lottery tickets.
You're kidding.
Yeah. She was convinced we'd win big and all of our money troubles would be over.
You know, what surprises me is, you know, someone like Fancy being so worldly could be so naive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? But it is kind of cute that she was trying to help.
You know, maybe that's why she went to Alistair. I mean, in her own misguided way, you know, she's just trying to help.
Yeah, but for her not to get why that was so wrong, you know?
Well, obviously, you care about Fancy. But you have to ask yourself a question. Are you willing to compromise your beliefs to be with her? And is Fancy willing to compromise hers to be with you?
Where I have you, where I want you.
I'm yours. And yours alone.
Oh, God, Teresa.
That was incredible.
You inspire me.
I love you, Ethan. Ethan? Ethan? Oh, God. It's Alistair.
Spike, you can't tell Daddy I killed those two Johns.
Fine. Mum's the word then. Just as long as you come back to me where you belong.
I can't do that. I just can't.
Fine. Have it your way.
Hey, wait. Just give me a chance to think, okay?
Jessica, I just came by to say goodnight.
Okay, just a minute.
Hey. You need anything before you go to sleep?
No, thanks. I'm fine.
Well, if you need anything, just ask. Jessica, I'm so happy that you're home. I'm so proud of you for taking the first step in turning your life around. I love you so much. And I'm going to do everything I can to help you get through this. To help you get your life back on track.
Thanks, Daddy.
Soon, Spike and everything you did because of him will be just a distant memory.
Sheridan, do you want us to leave you alone, or do you want some company for a while?
My life feels so empty right now. I don't think I can stand to be alone.
Okay, honey, we will stay here with you for as long as you like.
Thank you.
You know, why don't I just put this away, just for now?
No, wait. I need to hear everything that Louise had to say to me. Please play it, Gwen. I've got to get out of here.
Dr. Russell, I'm so sorry.
Teresa, honey, you're shaking like a leaf. What happened?
It didn't stop him. I gave him one pill, and he didn't pass out until after he had his way with me.
Sonny, I'm sorry. What, is he in there asleep now?
Yeah, he's in there asleep now.
Teresa, people have different metabolisms. I think next time you just have to slip Alistair the pill so that there's a longer time for it to work.
I understand what you're saying, but see, I don't know when Alistair wants to have sex with me, so how am I supposed to drug him ahead of time?
You're right, that is a problem.
So what I think that I need to do is give him more than one pill.
No. No, you can't do that, because more than one could be fatal.
Fatal? Really?
Well, I've only saved his life twice, but I still don't know what his health is like now. And I don't know what other medication he's on. So giving him more than one pill at a time could be lethal.
That's good, Dr. Russell. Because I want him dead for everything that he's done to me and my family.
Teresa, don't even think it.
I want him dead, Dr. Russell. I want Alistair dead.
Okay then. Good night. I'm so happy to have my little girl back again. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, Daddy.
Okay, sweetheart. Sweet dreams.
Thanks. Good night.
Oh, my gosh. That was just so wholesome. I was waiting for someone to say goodnight, John boy.
Hey, my daddy loves me.
Oh, really? Well, then, hey, he won't mind the news when I tell him that his little girl sliced and diced 2 Johns, right? Shh. But after he freaks, he'll eventually accept the fact that his little girl is a murderer. Of course, Cop Dad's rep is totally gonna reek. Not that it's smelling so great right now anyway, though, is it? Oh, honey, you don't look so good. You don't, sweet. You really should get some rest, honey. Mwah. Mwah. Good night, baby.
Hey, Spike, don't. You can't tell Daddy about those 2 Johns.
And if I keep quiet?
I'll come with you.
Great, baby. Great. Welcome back, Jesse. Goodbye, Daddy's prison. Spike's world.
Ivy.
Oh, Sam, I wanted to say goodnight before I went home.
I was just upstairs saying goodnight to Jessica.
How's she doing?
Better. You know, I think that she wants to come here to stay. You know, I think she really wants to turn her life around.
Sam, I'm so glad.
Yeah. You know, I love my daughter.
Yeah.
And it just killed me to see her destroying her life the way she was to be with Spike.
I wish things were going not well for Fancy and Noah.
Yeah, I had a long talk with Noah.
I had one with Fancy.
Well, did you make any headway?
I don't know. Maybe I mean, I'd really like to believe that true love conquers all. But Noah is so stubborn, and Fancy is oblivious. I don't know that they'll ever find any common ground.
Well, I hope that they do. If Fancy and Noah are meant to be, then I hope it doesn't take them as long as it took us to realize that we were meant to be together.
Sam.
Sheridan, you know, I've spent days, weeks, trying to find the words to tell you how much I love you, how much I miss you. But words have failed me, much in the same way that I failed you before I left Harmony. I just wish that I could have believed what you knew to be true all along, that Marty is our son. I'm so sorry. I am more sorry than you'll ever know for doubting you. And the only way that I know how to fix what I broke is to find our son. And I will find our son. I don't care if I die trying, Sheridan. I will find our son and I will bring him back to you. I know how much you love Marty.
I love you, Luis. I love you too.
God, I feel so bad for her.
I can't imagine what she's feeling.
Thank God we have each other. We always will.
I don't care if he chokes on a grape. I don't care if he dies from an overdose of sleeping pills. I want him dead.
Teresa, you listen to me on this one. Don't do anything. Because if you do, and he dies, you are the first person the police are going to suspect. You will not get away with killing him.
You're right. I will keep that in mind.
Tabitha, it's already happening.
What's happening?
I'm afraid the spell you cast is working.
You did it, Teresa. You really killed him.
That's how I knew the right woman for me was Teresa.
Don't you mean Gwen?